Lesson 6.5, Calm, Cool, and Collecting. This video is a tour of your assignment for week 5. So I run through the entire PowerPoint presentation, read you all of the text, and show you how to do every single part of the lesson so you will know exactly how to complete this. So first, let's look at the performance-based objective. Students will be able to create and present a group of 6 or more objects or items that are visually or thematically linked in order to demonstrate the artistic act of collecting. So this week is all about storytelling and finding objects in our homes that tell stories or can convey something important about us. Vocabulary. Collection. In the art world, a collection is a group of artworks that are connected by a certain theme. The theme can be conceptual, similar ideas present in the artwork, and/or there may be a material or aesthetic similarity between the artworks. Found object. Objects that originally had a different purpose, which the artist collected and used in his or her artwork. So this is more about what a collection is. Collecting is something that all humans do, beginning during childhood. Have you collected anything in your life? Do you still collect things? How many different kinds of collections can you think of? What can't we collect? Is there anything we can't collect? So you can think of things from cooking spoons to paintings to cars to stamps. Collecting shines a spotlight, directly or indirectly, on the relationship between the objects we desire, their relationship to us, and to our society. Cabinets of curiosity. Wunderkammern, or cabinets of curiosity, were invented in the 1500s in Europe, where collectors displayed exciting natural and man-made objects. Wunderkammern, I think, is a German word. So these came before the modern idea of the museum. So this was what inspired the modern museum. Here are some examples of Wunderkammern. This Wunderkammern on the right was created by Johann Hermann in 1762. It was filled with natural history specimens, so stuffed animals, it looks like mostly. His collection later became the Natural History Museum of Sweden, which is still open today. That's like 300 years later. Today we are surrounded by our own modern versions of cabinets of curiosity, museum collections, objects in our backpacks, Instagram profiles. We collect images all the time. So, artists today also collect. This artwork on the right is by Damien Hirst, who is a British artist. His work of art, made in 2014, is called Signification: Hope, Immortality, and Death in Paris, Now and Then. Contemporary artists collect and redisplay familiar objects from nature and everyday life, just like Damien Hirst. In an era of high-tech mass production, these artists return to cabinets of curiosities and pique our interest by arranging their collections of objects in ways that look like they did 100, 200, 300 years ago. So here's your project for the week. For an entire week, collect something that you find in your house. It can be anything. It could be everything purple that you own, bottle caps, recorded bird calls, etc. What are you going to collect? Think about where you will place this collection in your home. How will you display it? And why are these items important to you? At the end of the week, write a brief statement about your collection. This can be made up. Telling stories is fun. Here are the requirements. You need to collect 6 or more objects. All objects must be found, not bought. Just make sure you're not taking someone's object. Just be sure that you're not taking someone like a sibling or a parent's object without their permission. Then enter two pictures of your artwork on slide 13. Picture 1 should be all of your items lined up in 1 or 2 rows. And picture 2 should be of your items arranged in a creative way. You get to choose what that means. Then you're going to enter a written response on slide 14. So here's my example of my collection. On the left is my items all lined up in a couple rows. And on the right, I arranged it in a specific way. So I put this item that kind of looks like an eyeball, but it's actually some kind of charm that I found on the sidewalk that I thought was kind of interesting. And it looks like an eyeball. So I put it on this fish eyeball. I took this rock and I placed it right there because it balanced very well. And I took these little long beads and I put them along the tail because I thought they kind of looked like fish bones. So then you answer the questions below. What did you collect? I collected items I have in my home that remind me of the ocean. Where did you place the collection? I placed my collection on my dinner table. Describe how you chose to display your collection. I thought that the shiny silver object looked like an eyeball, so I placed it on the top of the strange fish plate. It's a really weird plate. I decorated the fishtail with long beads and a rock. I placed the bell in front of the fish mouth because it looks like food. Why are these items important to you? I think that each of them are beautiful, and I collected each of them on my own. And that's why I feel like they're special. Here's another artist example. So another artist did this same project, and she collected tea bags every day because she drinks tea every day. And she wrote notes about it. Monday, April 13. Tea left to steep for too long. April 14. Ran out of milk. Drank tea black, etc. And then you'll see how she arranged it in this video. So you can think really creatively about how you're arranging the collection. It doesn't need to be on a shelf or on a table. It could be, I don't know, on your stoop, on your, desktop. If you have a laptop, it could be a collection of images. It's your choice. And this is where you're going to enter your artwork. So on the left, as I said, enter a picture of your collection in 1 or 2 rows. On the right, insert another picture of your collection displayed in a creative way of your choosing. If you can't remember how to insert pictures from a smartphone or a computer camera, these are great videos. Remember that your photos need to be light so that we can see everything. So make sure you're taking photos in a well-lit place. Then, answer the questions at the bottom of the slide. Last, write your written statement. So, write 3 to 5 full sentences. This statement about your collection can be made up. Think about it as storytelling. It's a creative writing piece, basically.